That's beautiful. Yeah, you can feel it right here. I feel like the cormorant who stands with his wings up, you know?
Oh, yeah.
That's why he does it, I guess, drying his armpits. Well, anyway, this is, as you could see, where our kids sleep and where they stay all week. And they have 2 sailing lessons a day. They go into the seaport and study history. They climb this rigging. They help our squad with demonstrations. You have to be 10 to 15-year-old, and you have to be a boy or a girl. There's the training house behind us, and the little boats are what they go out in. We don't go out in this at all. This is a dormitory, a learning ship, which it's been ever since 1882. That's what it was built for in Copenhagen, Denmark, and it's still doing what it was built for. And the guy who really started it was Friedrich Steya. He lost his young son at 19, and in his memory, he built this vessel and established a foundation. Now that was 1882. That money is still training kids in Copenhagen. I mean, imagine how big that must have been, and it must be earning money. I want to know what he's doing to invest. What is he investing in? It's really great. But anyway, his money trained over there in 52 years, 4,000 boys who went into the merchant marine and became officers. And so he bought a bigger ship, and this one was sat in the harbor. Nobody wanted it. And this Australian came along looking for a little schooner. And you know, like when you go to buy something and you see something better and you think, how could I get that? You know, could I make payments? So he bought this big square rigger instead of a little schooner. And he found 30 boys, which was not easy to find. Boys in England did not want to go around the world. Can you imagine? So he found 30 boys and took them around the world twice, and in all the Pacific Islands, and then he wrote a book about it. So any of you kids who read The Cruise of the Conrad by Alan Villiers, it's a great book. And now you've been on the boat, you know, it would be fun to read it on the ship, I should say, because it is a ship. And then he ran out of money, the Australian, and the millionaire Huntington Hartford bought it, and he gave it to the U.S. government when war was imminent. And we used it as a trainer in Florida, and after the war, by an act of Congress, these vessels could be given to nonprofit organizations. So Harry Truman offered it to Mystic Seaport. He said, but you gotta keep the tradition going of training kids. And that's why we have sailing camp. We have scouts who do overnights. We have class from schools who come for 1 night, sometimes 2. And then in the seaport, they study what they're studying in school. Nice training house behind us. So they have a really good week. They go home tomorrow, and a new group will come in Sunday. This vessel is all teak wood, and it's made of Swedish iron. So just the 2 elements there that it's
What
made
is
of.
this?
Those are for, they're just like skylights. I don't know why they don't have the air vents up. You have to do it from down below, but wouldn't you think you'd have the air coming in? They're air vents and skylights. So they raise up from down below.
So
There's
you
a-
spent money to make like